Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play World Waves 3 with me, Alpha Omega, in the Kaiserliche Marine. So this is 1929, and we are yet again at peace. It has been a while since the last war has ended, I think 2 years at this point, so we are settling in. And the diplomatic situation, as you can see across the board, is actually pretty cool. The only major difference for us is the increased tensions with USA. We jumped from 3 to 6, but other than that, everything else actually dropped significantly. You can see that with Italy and Russia and Japan and Spain, we even managed to improve our relations. And with Japan, Russia and Italy, we actually have stainless relations right now, which is equal to 0. There's also not much tensions around the world anymore. It was way worse last year. Austria-Hungary is probably the biggest offender, having increased tensions with Italy and Russia, and Japan is a little bit on edge with the United States, but 4 is nothing to be really mad about. Now, I want to continue, if possible, increasing tensions with Russia because we want to come after them again. But look how well that worked for us in the past year. And I would kind of like an alliance because France has an alliance with Great Britain and Austria-Hungary has an alliance with the United States, but we don't have a single ally, and it would really help us to have someone close or far. I don't really mind. So if any kind of opportunity shows itself, I would like to go after it. Now, there's nothing, of course, new regarding the wars that we had, but what is new is the tonnage comparison for 1929. We are finally back to a little bit of growth. We added 11,600 tons, but we're still the third biggest navy in the world. USA and Great Britain being ahead of us. Great Britain by just a few thousand tons, but USA getting in a pretty decent lead. I was kind of surprised that Russia dropped even further. They probably scuttled some projects. Well, actually, no, not they could. That wouldn't show here. So they had to scuttle some of their older ships because they lost nearly 10% of their fleet this year, and they're very close to having the same size of fleet as Spain, which makes me insanely happy. And the overall tonnage increased by 1,400 tons. So you can see the Russian drop is just continuing insanely. But you can see that we are very close to 4 million tons. We have been growing since, 1908? There has been just a complete growth, just higher and higher. I really wonder where it's going to end, if there's going to be another Great Depression like you can see in 1903 where it's going to just fall off the cliff. We'll see. For us, the relative tonnage comparison actually increased a little bit, even though we didn't add much. I guess the shortage of steel in Russia, so that they something. I really don't know why they cut their fleet. Maybe the cut to their budget is more severe than I thought. But still, you can see that we have increased slightly. But there's not any major development. But the Russian share, being smaller and smaller is just really making me happy. Yeah, having gleeful joy at the expense of your hated enemy is always fun. Economy and budget. Well, this is where things turn sour for us. After that massive drop last year, we have continued with the decline in our budget. Basically, the Reichstag is really determined to drive us into the ground when it comes to financing our operations. We lost additional 3% in the budget. We've also lost 3.4% in funds. And we are now, as a result, a little bit over when it comes to total expenses at 103.5%, which isn't good considering we really are struggling with all our projects. Ship cost has been cut. Everything else is staying pretty much the same, with the exception of construction, but we're really not spending that much about it. There were years where we were on double of this and we didn't have a problem, and now the 5,788 is just, it's excessive, So we really need to find a way how to increase it. I'm gonna probably jump on every single opportunity to increase tensions just to get a little bit of a breathing room, because otherwise we'll just have to scuttling ships. They're gonna have to start scuttling ships as well, because we cannot finance this. If we want to have any major developments going on, it's impossible at this level. And just look at how low below the trend line we are. I mean, our budget is literally lower than it was in 1920, and we have added a colony and had a boom since then. I really don't know what the problem is. I mean, I know what the problem is. We're at peace and Reichstag wants to save the money, but still, that doesn't really make me happy. So this is going to be a priority number one. If it's cost us prestige, tensions, whatever, we're just going to go after increased budget. You can see it here that we really are grinding our belly. By the way, even in 1914, we actually had a higher budget. That's insane. Were we at war in 1914? I don't think so. It was... Yeah, that was post-war, so awesome. 14 years later, and we have less money than that sucks. Research is also another area that doesn't really make me that happy. We got a couple of levels, but nothing really major. You can see that just one level in machine development, one in armor development, one in fire control, and we got a little bit in armor-piercing projectiles, one level in anti-aircraft artillery, and one in shipboard aircraft operations, which is great, but considering... my plans are vague, but they are set. We want to finish the Aquila project, get rid of the Hansas. We already got rid of the Lübecks, so that's fine. We want to upgrade the Karlsruhes. We want to establish a project of a new heavy cruiser, which is going to work the same way as the light cruisers are now. The Aquila having a dominant class, which would allow us to get rid of the Königs. And we also want to do the battle cruiser or battleship project that you guys keep talking about. And I would also, after your comments, want to start a major project for a carrier class, because the one we have can be just written off. That's in roleplay and realistic reasons, it's just a testing platform for us. So I want to get rid of it. But I would like to design a proper aircraft carrier and have a couple of them and create a true carrier group to see how they perform in battle. But at this point, we really cannot finance any of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to tone it down for the year or two that's going to come. And we finished the Macraus, I think. The Aquila class needs to be pushed forward. That's a priority. And we are also tasked with creating a new destroyer. So that's going to be the thing that we're going to talk about next. The new destroyer actually that we're going to go for, I'm jumping a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm going to base it on the V1 class. I'm going to name it V9, and it's going to be a continuation of the small nimble destroyers. I'm also going to consider rebuilding the V1s. We have to look into that a little bit in this episode, what we could do with them, because I would like to keep these in the fleet, but mostly as minesweepers if it's possible. And they're going to be just working as minuing and minesweeping ships. And the new one is going to be dedicated to anti-submarine operations and torpedoing. So we're going to have another class of a smaller hunter-killer, basically. When you look at the fleet overview, there's not much to say here. We're building the 3 new light cruisers. We're building 3 more destroyers, which is pretty good. But other than that, we cannot finance anymore. We have barely any submarines left. Just like half of what we had before, I think. No, that's not exactly true. But we lost a lot, like maybe 25% of them. But yeah, we would like to get more submarines as well. But again, the budget. As I stated here, Aquila class is still a priority. It needs to replace the Hansa and Lübeck class and expand on the amount of light cruisers we have. And I would like to start preparing for a new battleship, as we discussed. And I would like to increase the allocated budget by any way possible. So that's pretty much what I've been talking about for the past couple of minutes. Regarding, again, the heavy cruisers, I really need to get rid of the Königs. You can see that they are, they're 26 years old now. Jesus Christ, we're really, really bad when it comes to heavy cruisers. And Königs von Bayern are also, racking up age, 18 years now. It's crazy. So if we finish the Achilles, that's going to be another priority. I mean, we already have 4 and 3 in construction. So once those are finished, we're going to get rid of the Hansas. Now we have 2, so replacing them with 3 Achilles is fine. And then the Karlsruhes are going to be rebuilt. So ideally having 10 Achilles and 4 Karlsruhes is going to be a good stable situation for us. The Gesaus might need some refit or something, but so far I think they're still pretty good. And the V1s and the Mackerels, how are they doing? We have 6 of them. I wanted 10. You might push a little bit more on those and get a couple more. We'll see. Nothing to report on bases and on fortifications, and nothing to build on coastal fortifications because we are broke and we don't have any money. Officers climbing up a little bit, but the quality has started to decrease rapidly. After the war, we lost quite a lot of above average officers. The below average are on the rise. We lost 2 of the brilliant officers. So, nothing really good there. So anyway, that's all for this report in January 1929. It's a little bit depressing, but I believe the situation will improve dramatically. We still have the second highest economy in the world, right after the United States, and I'm determined to continue on that. If we could pick a little bit more on Russia and just force them to submission, right now it would be amazing. Like, if we could get another war soon, they are less than half of our might, and if we keep pushing a little bit more on our projects, we're just gonna tear them to pieces, so hopefully. Anyway, I'll see you in the game. We ended the presentation on the topic of Mackerels, and I'm thinking that I might actually look at what kind of corvettes we have. The Sea Lovers, which are pretty good. They're fairly big, they have mines, but consider, compared to the Mackerels, the Mackerels are really small and really quick. A pretty decent amount of mines, and they're minesweepers, aren't they? I think they are. Let me just check that, because I don't really remember. Yeah, they're minesweepers. Okay, for 900 tons, they have a lot of oomph. And we have the Fyodors, and we have the Sea Lovers and Fredericas. We have a lot of corvettes when you think about it. I might want to revisit them and maybe optimize them a little bit because they might be good. Oh my god, you have so many obsolete ships. Well, what can we do? Anyway, one thing that I realized recently is that we actually have all of our aircraft on, it's not the aircraft, it's the air groups. It's the wrong window. We have all of our air groups, with the exception of the Wilhelm, in active duties. I think I can put them all to reserve, which is going to save us, well, not a major amount of money, but some money. So let's see if that works. Yep. We're saving about 300 right now, which is nothing, to be mad about. It's actually a pretty decent amount of money. And I would like to look at the destroyer that we discussed in the beginning. Can we even see the V1s here anymore? Nope. The design has been completely scrapped. Okay, so let's do this differently. Let's look at a destroyer. The game suggests a thing. Can you suggest me a smaller one? You can. Okay, last try. 16 on one more. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so let's go with 700 tons. 700 tons. What can we do with 700 tons? Well, we can definitely get rid of this. Let's delete that. I definitely don't want that many ships. So let's clear the turrets at all. And you have 2 swivel mounts, which is actually pretty good, but I think 1 would be enough. And that almost puts us where we want to be. Just 13 tons. And turbine. 11 is secondaries. You don't have anything. Improved director, that's pretty good. We'll keep that 1. Okay, so let's say we want a speed of 32 knots. That would give us 87 tons remaining. We don't really need a protection on the turret, though that does nothing for us right now. Let's see, can I put a forward double turret on you? I could. Okay, and that would actually work. Is 5-inch? Yeah, it's overgunned. So if we give you 4-inch guns, we save a lot of tonnage. And that would be, I think, pretty decent, because the forward-facing turret arc and 1 Centurion swivel mount. Okay, for a 700-ton ship is pretty good. Now I want you to have 8 mines, and I would like to have you have what, 4? You would need at least 900 tons to carry 4 depth charge throwers. Can I put 3 in? Okay, so we have to go numbers like this. So it's either 2 or 4. Huh. We made you a little bit bigger. How much more expensive you would be? Okay, pretty dramatically. So let's just see if we can do this. Yeah, and someone mentioned it in the comments that minesweeping gear actually reduces anti-submarine warfare by half. So let's keep off torpedo reloads. Okay, let's not do that. You're really gonna be hunter killers. So 32 knots, depth charge throwers, and double front facing. Can you be dual purpose? You can. Okay. Let's give you 4 more and 2 more. Okay, lower the amount of ammo. 245. So this is perfect, I think. Okay, we don't need that. So yeah, 32 knots. A single forward-facing dual turret, which is dual purpose. You have 4 light AA guns, 2 medium AA guns. You have a centerline swivel mount, 4 torpedoes. You have 8 mines, depth charge throwers of 2. Made you small. Yeah, okay, that is not possible. So 700 tons looks pretty decent. Okay, so let's call this V9. It's actually really good. I like the design. A really cheap, really good one. So it's gonna cost how much? 283. Okay, to design. How much are we paying for constructing the K31s? 485. Okay, but you're, more than twice as big, way more capable in fighting, and I like that. And you're a minesweeper, so that is fine. But these ones are going to be pointed just at hunting submarines. So good on us. Good on us. I think with that said, we can end the turn and see what the game is going to bring. A delegation from our major dockyard is complaining that with our new contract they risk having to reduce capacity. Well, that's great, but we really don't have the money. Our top spy has managed to get hold of data of the Japanese torpedo bomber Nakajima Tenzan B. Okay, new fighter prototypes are ready, so let's look at them. So you have the 1924. Wow, still so much better. Okay, this time though, they might be onto something, because the ones that we have here, they're still slower. Their range is worse, but their maneuverability is better. But their toughness is lower. Jesus, this is just such a good fighter. What does maneuverability stand for? Used for determining air combat capabilities. Air combat capabilities. Yeah. So really not that maneuverable, but you're tough and you have a really good gun. The only one I would consider is the Focke-Wulf. But it's just so bad. So it's just... Yeah, I just don't want them. We can try to do it again, but... Our aircraft, the Heinkel 196, seems to have rather poor reliability. Okay. Tensions have decreased. We have some aircraft carriers, torpedo bombers. Forgotten Captain Jasper is promoted. New patrol squadron has been... Okay. Unrest is reduced as military expenditures are at a reasonable level. We have 0 expenses. Okay. So you're ready for construction. You're super cheap. Issue is we need to build at least 10 more. So if I build 7, that's 2,000 per month. We just don't have that kind of money. When are we gonna finish the next Achilles? 5 months for the Merva. And once we get the Merva, we'll be able to actually finance this. I'm thinking we're gonna actually do 5. We could hold on for 5 months. Okay, so let's build 7 of you. So we appease the overlords. Rename Faltin. Let's rename the guys to be Name the Destroyers. Greif is Fall 13. Fall 14 and Fall 15. Okay, well that should put us at ease. Must have done this. Yeah, so we can hold on for a couple of months, maybe even the 5 months that they require. Yeah, we could actually do it exactly for 5 months unless something screws us over. So that's good. The Cormoran as the improved White Cruiser is also pretty good. Looking forward to that. Okay, well with that said, we're pretty much screwed, so let's just continue. The Pies managed to get hold of the blueprints for the Spanish heavy cruiser Malaga. Oh, this one is really nice. That's something that we should maybe study a little bit of. The armor is really bad, but pretty decent guns. Something like that I would like. Polikarpov. Firepower 2. Okay, well that's not really a good one. And Russian ship battlecruiser Kronstadt. Oh god, 9 16-inch guns. But a 12-inch armor belt. 41,700 tons. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we need to design a battleship soon, because you know if that bastard goes on the border, we are screwed. Necromanto chewing technique. No idea what that one is. Naval Patrol Aircraft Squadron. Grand Admiral Top Spies. Intelligence Report. That's fine. So let me just ask for another prototype. So we're obviously not able to... Wait, who had... Oh, you had poor reliability. And you do have a poor reliability. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna get a float point scout here. And what's the... It's definitely range and range. So let's go with... Actually, range and speed as a second priority, because I think that might be a good one. And then we're gonna circle back to the fighter, and because it has a poor reliability, it might actually be a good idea to go with a design that might not be as good, but still reasonable. A fascist coup has taken place in Spain. The review of the destroyer building program is coming up next month. We should have nothing to worry about. Yeah, good. An unidentified submarine has fired a torpedo at one of our ships. Fortunately, it missed. There are unfortunate no clues as to who might be behind this underhanded act. The Hawk part is demanding a resolute action. What do you recommend? We should take this to the international court. Issue orders to sink any unidentified enemy. There is no doubt. We should issue an ultimatum to the United States. Oh hell, do we want to go to war against them? Now let's see. The Heinkel Company has developed an improved model of the naval patrol aircraft Heinkel 196. Cool. Still poor reliability though, but much better bomb load, much better range, speed. It has a worse maneuverability though. I guess that the added stuff on it is having an issue. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna have a fascist coup. Somehow our understuff was at 0, so I cannot imagine how that would happen, but if it does, we're at war with the United States. Okay, well that's not what I expected at all. Huh. Okay, well that's not at all what I expected, but why the hell not? Why the hell not? I mean, why the hell not? Really, when we ask ourselves that question, they have no basis in Northern Europe. They have no basis in here, or in Africa, or anywhere. The clash points are gonna be in Northeast Asia, and they have a bunch of bases, and they have a bunch of ships there. Southeast Asia, they actually have a pretty big fleet. And then we might maybe start trolling them somewhere. Do you know? Okay. Okay, well, that's... And they give us a month of... I hate you, game. I hate you so much. Okay, so let me... Wait, there's mobilization. Yeah. Okay, so now we're paying 10... So we got into a war with the biggest enemy in the world, and the game gave me not enough money to actually do anything. So if we stop all of this construction, we will still not have enough money. Okay, we'll have to make some hard decisions here, because this is just not gonna work. I really hate our politicians, man. I really hate our politicians, man. So trade protection is gonna be a major thing here. So I'm thinking that we're gonna put all of our corvettes on trade protection. Just as a basic thing. They all have a relatively some minesweep, Baltic, North Europe, Indian Ocean. Okay, then let's look at the fleet as a whole. So our first battlecruiser group, which is going to do this way. I'm lost a bit about what's going on here. Okay, I have to do it this way. So Berlin, Frankfurt, München, and we lost. Yeah, we lost one of the ships. So you're located in the Baltic. So is Brunhild, Freya, and Valkyrie. So let's move you guys. I know. That's not what I wanted. Move you guys to Northern Europe. Where are gonna be stationed. Oder and Rhine can actually stay in the Baltic and they can be mothballed. We're not gonna need you guys at all during this war. We need to cut down some of the expenses. You are in Northern Europe. You have been rebuilt. Relatively. Our speed is awful, but you have a decent amount. I'm wondering whether or not it would be maybe good to station some ships over here in the Indian Ocean, because that is where you guys are, aren't you? You're part of the East Asia fighting group. I'm entirely sure that actually works. What do we have for East Asia? Because I would feel kind of okay. Where's the division editor here? So East Asia Battle Division. So we have East Asia Light Cruiser and Destroyer Screen. And the East Asia Destroyer Screen is the V1. Yeah. You're not going to be worth anything, really. So what I could do is I could move a bunch of destroyers. Okay, wait. Good thing. The Gazelles. Some carriers, some battle cruisers. I'm thinking I'm gonna send each one of the Gazelles to these territories and just have them hunt the traffic. Because that's what they were made for. Not you, the Gazelle 2s though. So you are gonna be raiders. Yes. So all of you, by the way, you're in East Asia, so you can hunt there. You are gonna move to... Wait, what's the areas called? Actually, let's move 2 to Southeast Asia and 2 to Northern Pacific. So you guys move to Northern Pacific. And you guys will move to Southeast Asia. We're gonna raid there. Now it would definitely make sense to get you guys to second. Okay, division, where's the second one? So you guys, let's move you to Asia as well. Wait, how well are you 2 5-inch guns? Yeah. 6 above water torpedo tubes. I think, though those are triple 2s. The G1s are fairly old though, so I don't remember exactly. Yeah, it's 3 times 2, not 2 times 3, but still, I think you can do a lot of work there. So move to Northeast Asia. And okay, we're gonna start moving some ships to Northern Europe because we need to make sure that they won't blockade us. So now let's move. I mean, the Königs are bad. The Königs are definitely bad. I think we might even put the Königs back into mothballs because I don't really believe they will be much use in this kind of a fight. The maximum in Joseph's, though, we will need you guys to be ready. And what's the third one? Or do we have just two? Well, let's move you anyway to Northern Europe. And yeah, I think we're gonna mothball you because you really are just not gonna help us much. The Magdeburgs can be moved. Actually, I think you guys could be raiders. I don't know really if you're good for that. But you're fairly fast and you got airplanes. What's your range? I don't remember. I'm actually gonna... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you to the Indian Ocean. We have a base there. So we'll see if there's something that you can do there. And I'm gonna be raiding over there. München, we've discussed. Rheims, we've discussed. Karlsruhe. Okay, wait. One thing that I need to do here. We have the High Seas Fleet Light Cruiser Support, which is the Achilles. And we have some Aachens, second ones. So wait, how many? So we get 2 more Achilles. So let me move Breslau. Yeah, let me move Breslau and Chemnitz to the second. To the second battle group, and Aachen as well. Wait, no, not move up, move. Actually, no, that. Yeah, let's not do that. Karlsruhe is gonna... That was a bad idea. Yep. So let's move you back to the first one. Because we have 2 Achilles here. I'm gonna add 2 more Achilles here. And we're gonna use both of these as support. So the Achilles are gonna be definitely moved to the Baltic. Sorry, to Northern Europe. To Northern Europe, which I can't because one of them is over there already. You to Northern Europe. This really took me by surprise, I have to say. So that takes care of the light cruisers and the Hansas. Well, you're part of the fleet, so you're gonna move to Northern Europe as well. Magdeburgs. We really need to say we can't even last a month like this. That's the insane part. So you're all in the Baltic. Okay, so we're gonna mothball you because you are useless. So mothball. Frederica's trade protection. Yeah, we have enough on trade protection. And you guys, yes, so many. I'm really confused what are we gonna do with this kind of budget. I can kill all. Let's just halt the construction. Okay, well that puts us at a sort of an okay-ish area when it comes to money. But it's still really bad. Which one was... Yeah, we need to finish Merva. So let's resume that construction. 3 months. So we can deal with that. And hopefully we're gonna get some kind of budget increase, because otherwise we're just downright screwed. Because this just won't work. Wait, are you guys in Northern Europe? No, you're all in the Baltic, so why the hell is not there in Northern Europe? Oh, there it is, okay. It's my bad. You're also in the Baltic. Actually, I'm gonna leave you in the Baltic just to hunt down submarines. Okay, and now subs. Where do we have the submarines? Where the hell do we have the submarines? Over here. So with a bit of luck, we will not need anyone in the Baltic. Do we have any Northern Europe? We have Northeast Asia. It's actually pretty cool. Those are regular submarines. So let's actually move you as well to Northeast Asia. Where is it? Where is it? I'm blind. Okay. And we had auto-move submarines. Let's auto-move anti-submarine warfare ships, actually. I'm gonna see how that's gonna work. And I guess that's it. So battle cruisers, we gave orders to battleships. Heavy cruisers, we have dealt with the Deutsche Kaisers. We didn't. Okay, I think I'm gonna move you to the Indian Ocean, actually. Because you're not gonna be much use anywhere else. If they sink you, it's fair game. Northeast Asia, Baltic, Northern Europe, the Baltic. Oh, Breslau. Breslau. So we're gonna move also to Northern Europe. We're gonna use Northern Europe as the staging ground because we need to make sure that there's not gonna be a blockade happening. Okay, class. What's that? Frederica's. Yeah, you're trade protecting, so that's fine. You guys staying in the Baltic, that's fine. Northeast Asia, that's fine. Northeast Asia, that's fine. Baltic. Königs are a mothballed. Karlsruhe is in Northern Europe. From those are trade ships. The Baltic, Indian Ocean, Northeast Asia, South Pacific. You're not supposed to be there. You can actually move to, let's call it Indian Ocean, for example. Same with you. I don't really feel safe with you being in the middle of the ocean. Really? Okay, let's move you there. Northern Europe. Okay, so we're done. We have what we wanted. We have a budget, but this budget is still like way lower than the pre-war budget in the previous war. So, you know, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we're gonna wrap it up though. USA is a very dangerous enemy, so I wonder how this is gonna go. This could go horribly wrong though. I guess we'll just have to see. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one, where we are going to have some fun. Yeah, yay war. And yay to war against the United States. I mean, we're still the Kaiserliche Marine, you know, there's no fascist coups, so let's see how that's gonna work.